Hello everyone, this is Chris with Expat Theory. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back. This is a video I never would have seen myself making. It is March 21st on a Monday, 2022. Hang on and I'll update you what's going on. Alright guys, this video might go a little bit longer than usual. Got a couple of things to talk about here. I have been down for over 2 weeks. I went home. I had to get some stuff. They mailed my stickers for my truck to my house in North Carolina. So my IFTA sticker and my New York sticker that's got to be on my truck, which I'm got to get out here and put them on. So I haven't even put them on yet. They got mailed home. So I had to go home to get those. Left a couple weeks ago on Thursday. Went home, spent the night there, grabbed my stickers, left Friday. Come back. Got back, my truck was completely dead. I mean, toast. I was like, crap. So called in, got maintenance. They sent a guy out, and he jump started my truck. Okay, I'm thinking, well, this is the second time here recently I've had problems, and I've had to have my truck jump started. So it's time to take it to Love's and see if they can test the batteries and all that. So I let it run for a little while, drove it about 20 miles down to the Love's, pulled in the fuel lane, shut her down, fueled the truck up, came back out, she started up, no problem, drove it around to the parking lot, parked, because it was nighttime, they're not going to be open until the next day, 7 o'clock in the morning, blah, blah, blah. And I'm sitting there, and the truck, I put it into auto start mode, so that when the temperature got cold in here, because it was cold, or if the battery goes low, the truck automatically starts up on its own. Did not happen. Battery got low, it tried to start and went brrr. That was the end of it. I was like, oh shit. So I called maintenance again. They sent another guy from the same company to come out and try to jump start it. It was dead. Wouldn't start. So I had to freeze my butt off in the truck because the window was down. It was cold. Got no power whatsoever. So I had to spend the night in the cold truck. The next morning, instead of going to Love's, because we realized this is a much bigger problem than, just Love's messing with the batteries, they towed me into Freightliner. So it is Saturday afternoon, truck's at Freightliner, and I go over to a hotel. I stayed in that hotel all week long. Nothing. Finally, on Friday, I said, you know what? I've had enough of this. I've been in the hotel since Saturday. I'm done. I'm going home. So I said, you know what? Put me in for a week's vacation. Get me an Uber over to my car, which is over at the Target. And I'm going home. So that's what I did. So I went home for a week. Come back on Friday to get my truck. I pick it up after hours and take it back to Target. My damn inverter's not working. So the truck has power and the truck's running, but I got no electrical inside here for me. I can't run anything. I can't run my microwave, my coffee maker, nothing. So slept in the truck, got up early Saturday morning, Drove it back, excuse me, drove it back to Freightliner and had to put it back in the shop again. Fortunately, they got me fixed up, got me back on the road Saturday afternoon. So I came over here to Walmart, parked, did a little shopping, and I said, "To heck with it. I'm just gonna stay here. I don't have a load yet. They didn't have any loads for me over the weekend." So I stayed here in the Walmart parking lot all weekend long. It's Monday. I'm getting ready to head back over. I got a load this afternoon, finally. But for the last couple of weeks, it's been terrible. I won't. No, let me rephrase that. It's not been terrible. I got to spend a week with my grandbabies and my daughter and my son-in-law, whom I absolutely adore. Um, that was good. You know, week in the hotel, it sucks, but it could be worse. You know. So, and they have to pay me for being broke down. So I'm getting a little something. Not making my normal amount of money though. That's what kind of bothers me because it's throwing off my game plan for the year. Um, I'm a little behind. This first 3 months of this year have not been financially where they should be. Put it that way. I'm still making money. Don't get me wrong. I'm still making money, but it's not the amount of money that I have been planning on based on all my financial projections and all that I do. So, in all honesty, I did the math this morning, before I got on here. And I'm actually making just about the same amount of money as I was making when I was running with a team driver, co-driver. Um, so, I mean, it's about the same as what I was doing last year, which is not where I want to be, be honest with you. I want more. I'm always striving for more, always working for more. So I can't really freak out or anything because I am making roughly the same money I was making last year, but I took this position for an increase. That was one of the main reasons why I took this job was for an increase in income, and I get to run solo. So, I'm not panicking, but I'm not meeting my expectations either. Not yet. I got about 2 more weeks of this slump time here for retail. After the first, all retail kind of goes into a little bit of a slow time. It's just the way it is. After the Christmas, New Year's boom, it slows down for a little bit, but it'll pick back up. And hopefully I can run from the end of March through till next winter good and hard and bring my expectations back up, meet my expectations of my income. So, not on target exactly, but I'm not failing. Don't get me wrong. I'm not failing. I'm still kicking ass. And I'm doing way better than I ever did at CVS, so I'm not unhappy. It's just I'm a little frustrated not being able to keep up here at the beginning of the year. So, one of the other things I wanted to kind of mention, I kind of touched on a little bit last video. While I was in the hotel, I went ahead and started a Roth IRA account. I've been looking at that for a while, and I knew I needed to get something going there. I finally made that decision. I had time to kill in the hotel, so I went ahead and set that up. One of the things I found out about this, and this is financial, coming from me, the guy who's been broke forever, guy that's been scraping by week to week, check to check. I'm actually doing videos about financial stuff. Holy crap. I found out for the IRA that they don't shut down contributions for the year until tax time of the following year. Meaning that contributions going into your Roth IRA don't shut down until around April 15th-ish, April 18th-ish for 2021. That works for me. So what I did immediately was I maxed out my contributions for 2021, even though I just opened the account in March of 2022. Now, if you're under the age of 50 in a Roth, you can only put $6,000 a year in there. If you're over the age of 50, you can put $7,000. So I went ahead and put $7,000 straight in for 2021. Then did a second transaction and put $7,000 in for 2022. So now I'm maxed out on my contributions for my Roth IRA for 21 and 22. I can't do anything until January of 23 when I can put in an additional 7,000. So basically I got 14,000 in the IRA right now working for me to make money. Of course, stock market, man. I'm learning. Believe it or not, I'm watching a lot of videos. I'm picking up a lot of stuff about the stock market. I don't know jack about that. I've never known anything about that, really. I've never done well with all of this financial stuff because I've never really paid a whole lot of attention to it, even though I'm finding out now that I should have. I should have been paying attention to this building a retirement fund my whole life, and of course, I didn't. I kind of regret that because if I had started way back, I'd be sitting pretty right now. So I'm having to try to make up for lost time and do this quickly, which means I have to minimize any risk, really. I can't afford to take a hit. Can't afford for the stock market to go, and all my money go right down the drain. So I can't do that. I have to put things into safe growth instead of big growth, fast growth, because it's risky. One bad turn, somebody passes gas and far side of the world and stock markets plummet and I lose all my money. I can't do that. That's why, the Roth is safe. So I put it in conservative. So it'll get small growth, but it'll get some growth and I can keep contributing to it. Can't do anything with it for the first 5 years. But that works out because I'm not leaving for more than 5 years anyway. I got 8 years to go. So for the first 5 years it sits there, you can't mess with it. You can if you have an emergency, you can pull it out. But they'll hit you with fees and shit for it. So you just leave it in there, let it grow, let it do its thing. Forget it's even there, basically. Let it just keep growing. Make your money work for you. Make more money. The old saying, it takes money to make money. Well, there you go. So I'm putting that in there. I'll continue to contribute that every year because the more you have in there, obviously, the more it's going to make for you. So the faster that I can get that up to a healthy amount, the more it's going to make for me. Now, I'm also looking at some other things. I want to kind of get into some other accounts and do some like dividends, stocks that every quarter pay me money for owning their stock. So I'm looking at some of that. I got my son-in-law turned me on to an app here on the phone, and there's a couple of them out there. But I selected Webull because it's one he's messing with, and got into a little bit of crypto. Don't ask me about crypto because I don't know jack about crypto. Okay, but I put a couple bucks in it. Put it that way. Right now it's okay. I'm seeing about a 6% return, but it's only been a week, not even, or maybe a week. You can't. It's stock market, man. 1 minute it'll be up 6%, next minute it'll be down 26%, and 2 weeks from now it'll be up 36%. You never know. So I'm just going to put some money in there and play with it. Money that, if the market crashes and I lose everything, it's not going to hurt me. It's not something I'm going to be panicked about. The money that I need for my retirement is safe. I'm protected. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm looking at trying to learn stuff. I'm picking up videos and articles and things, trying to get tips and tricks and how to do it, because I don't know jack about this stuff. So I'm trying to learn a little bit there and get my money out there, making money for me, making it work for me, because sitting into a savings account doesn't do nothing. Savings accounts don't pay you jack crap. Even if you go with an online bank, there's a couple out there that will give you something, but most of them give you almost nothing. Not even worth talking about. I've looked into CDs and all that, and they're not paying out nothing. I actually went to the bank and talked to the financial advisor, and unfortunately, I don't have enough money. They don't really want to look at me or talk to me until I've got like 150 grand sitting in the bank. Till then, it's like, oh, you can do it yourself. Just go online. I don't know what the F I'm doing. So, no, telling me to do it myself doesn't help me. And you're supposed to be the advisor, and you don't want to help me. So, it's kind of back in my ball court to take care of it. So, I'm trying. I'm trying to learn. I'm going to try to put my money to work, let it make something for me, and increase the amount of money in my savings when it's time to go. You know, hopefully if I can get up a good amount, it would be nice if I could put it into like a dividends portfolio where I'm drawing out money off my dividends without messing with my stocks on a monthly basis. Or, I'd be getting it quarterly, but then breaking it up, paying myself per month, and add that to what I'm getting from Social Security, if it's still around in 8 years. Hopefully it is. So that my income when I'm living overseas is even more than just, what Social Security is going to give me. So that's the game plan. That's the update. I'm getting ready to get out of here. I'm going to go get my load in a couple of hours here and get back on the road. And hopefully I'm back to running full-time 6 days a week now. So still got a couple of weeks. I got to worry about it till the beginning of April. But hopefully they'll have enough loads to keep me going. So anyway, guys, that's the update. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like, share, subscribe, and all that. If you got anybody who might be interested in this kind of stuff, share it with them. So you guys have a good one, and we will catch you in the next video.